Hey, welcome to our episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. This is a beer I haven't had in like 6 years or so. Good old 1050 from Oskar Blues Brewery. Not brewing, brewery. Says nothing else about it on the can, although this was canned less than 2 months ago, September 5th. Wow, it's super fresh. Down with the viscousness. So I poured this into my stout glass. Normally I would pour it in the glass so the glass would be the same height as the can, but wanted to do the Randy Mosier method, and you can see that foams way up, although it does have a kind of Guinness cascading effect. And I actually sat here and waited 2 minutes for that head to calm down. I thought it was going to calm down further than that, but that's as far as it went. So, as you can see, that is one of the blackest beers ever. Black as my shirt. Blacker than my shirt. Look, it's like hidden. Let's give it a smell. Very roasty on this one, like a roasty chocolate or roasted malts, obviously. Has kind of like a sweet cream flavor, just like a standard like half and half or extra heavy whipping cream, which is what I like. I also get quite a bit of hops in here. I mean, this is by most standards very fresh. Lots of citrusy hops in here. Yeah. Actually, citrusy hops, flowers. I mean, which is an interesting contrast because you also get like that roasty malt kind of flavor. Although remember the whole black IPA? That was a, no. Well, anyways, let's dive into this. Cheers. Wow. There's a lot going on there. I think the first thing I noticed was the same as what I noticed on the aroma. Just like a big, just roasty malts, like coffee. I would not call it. Some imperial stouts kind of get like a burnt flavor. I'm not getting that here. It is like just straight up like black coffee. At the same time, lots of like really citrusy and also really bitter hops. Yeah, so it's very coffee-ish, almost like mocha. I mean, there's definitely chocolatey kind of essence here. Again, there's no actual chocolate in this beer. It's just malts and hops. I'm surprised. I don't think I've ever seen a like coffee variant of 10. I'm surprised Oskar Blues doesn't like do 1050 the way Bourbon County does. Like make all these like biscotti and maple and pastry variants on it. But just although this beer is a great example of just the standard imperial stout style it shows that you don't need like all those additives. Base brew itself is good. It's like I said it's an interesting contrast because it's like roasty coffee. I mean, there's like a slight, like I said, a slight kind of chocolate essence in there. To me, it's almost like a heavy whipping cream essence. And I say essence because like it's not the actual flavor. It's kind of like an impression of it, like as the BJCP would say in the specs. And then on the finish, you get like kind of like a lovely citrusy, slightly piney, hoppy flavor. So it's like citrus, pine, floral. Bitterness is pretty high as well. Oddly enough, that alcohol, that 10.5 is like really well hidden under all that. I mean, I get a little bit of warmth in the throat. Then again, I'm drinking this probably way too cold. I pretty much just took it out of the fridge and started the camera. Really, I probably should let it sit for like 10, 20 minutes or more. But yeah, this is really delicious as it is. I haven't had this beer, like I said, I haven't had this beer in a long time. Glad I got to try it again. As far as the mouthfeel and drinkability, lovely. To me, like Bourbon County is definitely a bigger body. I would call this like full bodied, whereas like Bourbon County and KBS, some other beers like that might be like chewy. This is definitely full. I would call it smooth. Very smooth, a nice kind of creamy texture, especially from the way that I poured it. You can make any beer creamy by pouring it like that. Carbonation is, I'd probably call it about moderate. It's, Bourbon County and some other beers like that, they tend to be very low, so it's kind of like barely carbonated syrup. But like this drinks like an actual like beer. So it has like, to me, it has like the body of like a smaller beer. It's just so nice drinkability on it. Especially considering that it's 10.5 ABV. Yeah, so this one is a good go-to. This is like something that's just like lurking in like everybody's probably in your beer store right now. people overlook it, and like this is a like world class example of the imperial stout style. I will say when it's fresh, this borders on, well, I was gonna say it borders on being like a black IPA, but I wouldn't. It's not quite that hoppy, but it's definitely noticeably hoppy for a big stout. Or I mean, I get maybe it just seems like it's more hoppy because there's no chocolate or coffee or vanilla or anything like that in here. So as far as the score for the 𝓕𝓻𝓃, wow. I could give this a perfect 5. I think I might. It's definitely, like I said, world class example of the style. I can't really think anything wrong with it. So yeah, 5.0 for 𝓕𝓻𝓃. All right, so if you watched all the way in, you know you're awesome. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys for Tuesday Night Beer School. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.